talked about how if it had, we could rewrite it from radical form to rational form. That's what this was called with a fraction exponent. We don't normally deal with fraction exponents. That's why you looked at that quiz crazy, because you saw, for instance, negative 2 to the 4/3. I don't know how to do that, which is why you need to rewrite it as a radical. For instance, I did on the board 64 to the 1/2. I would move the top number under there. That is my index. You know we normally don't write an understood 2 index. I'm not going to write an understood 1 exponent. It is actually the square root of 64, which is 8. We talked about this with this handout. In fact, I see where I worked, or I'm assuming Hannah didn't come up with these on her own. I'm assuming I worked these with you. X to the 7th, the cube root of x to the 7th was actually x to the 7/3. You can go either way. The cube root of 125 was actually 125 raised to the 1/3. So a lot of these on the exponent quiz are actually not even exponent questions. You need to rewrite them as a radical and use our normal radical rules to solve. That's why we took a quiz yesterday, a test today on exponents and radicals, because they're related. This is how they're related. They're like brother and sister. This is how. Okay, are there any questions about this? Does this help? Okay, if you're still stuck and still confused, bless you. You have to come spend a little extra time with me. Math does not come through osmosis. You've got to work on it. Good, great. Okay, I'm off my rant. I'm going to go over the answers to the spelling error, and then we've got to get going on what we're doing today, or it'll never get finished. Because we're moving on today. So the problem asked is x to the y times x to the z, x to the y, z, sometimes, always, or never true. One person said, this person has the correct answer. They said it would never be right. Because when you multiply, you add the exponents. So they said never would this be correct because you have to add the exponents instead of multiply them. And then they gave a couple examples. X to the 2nd times x to the 5th, we add the exponents. It's x to the 7th, not x to the 10th. Y to the 1700 times y to the 1700, we add the exponents and get 2700. They gave me some examples. Their response lacked one key word, otherwise this person would get all the points. All the points in the world from me. What word do you think they lack that is on this other response? If you can come up. They use the word exponent. So far they showed me they understand rules of exponents. They use the word exponents. Is there another vocab term that we talked about with exponents that I should see in this response? Base. So the only reason this person is, I'm going to cover up that part. Now all I want to focus on is their one sentence. The bases are the same. So if we could, Natalia didn't mind if I call her out. If we could merge Natalia and Katie's thing, I want to say the bases are the same. Because Katie has that singing down. Her words are good. But I'm loving Natalia actually showing me some other examples. Further proving to me Natalia knows her rules of exponents. Okay. But saying all that, glad that was our question today. Miss Compton, unless you come talk to me about exponents during zero period, I'm tired of talking about exponents out loud. I've spent long enough talking about them. I'm over them. I'm moving on to greener pastures. Today I'm moving on to exponential growth and decay. I know how much you just love activities. So what we're going to do is a partner thing. Yes, you need a partner. No, a partner means two. Please don't start with the fast. My gosh, you got this. Number of strings. I need. Can you be useful? Can you give everyone a pair of scissors? Allison, come give some of the grown-up scissors. Okay, yeah, who's your partner? I don't care who your partner is, but you need to go ahead and pick your partner. Move to your partner, move to the other group. You can only work with one person.
Seniors, his last name starts with L.
10.
Please go to the lobby for your capping gown take.
There's 18. There's a new number. You get one partner. Move.
Thank you.
That's pretty much my stuff. I don't care. Move. That'd be smart. Give them out flat thing that has the glue in it. Okay. Did I give you this? Did I give you that? I gave him that, not you. Already you might want to find glue because that way you tie it there. Then tie's not sharing with weird. We got plenty of that. Then I'll be a partner. Okay, does everyone have a partner? Everyone has scissors. Where's Frank? Does everyone have scissors? Yeah, I'm going to give everyone one string. Every pair one string. Every pair one string. Okay, Gavin is bringing you a piece of string. Today we're going to kind of be like science class in that we're going to do a bit of an experiment. You really only need the one pair of scissors. Do not cut your string prematurely. So I've measured all the string pretty exact. It is about a 16-inch string. And you have to do the step one, you have to fold it in half, and you have to cut. And then you have to document in the chart what's going on. So obviously, when it has no cuts, it is just one long strand, and the strand is 16 inches. But once Hannah cuts it in half, she's going to have two strands, and then when she needs to figure out how long it is, and then she needs to see how that pattern continues. Hannah is smart. She can read. There's more she's going to have to do that involves graphing, and then she's going to use the table to identify any patterns you see. She can fill in this whole worksheet before she leaves my room today, I assume. Oh, no, except there's a back. So if for some reason you and your partner get stuck on the front, raise your hand so I can help you get to the back. It is okay with me when it says discussion if you just talk to it aloud with your partner. I don't actually need a book down at the bottom of the page. So I do need Josh to fill in the chart. I do need those two graphs. And I do need Josh to answer the questions on the back. Are there any questions? If you want a ruler because you're being OCD with your cutting, you know where I keep the rulers. Okay, otherwise I'm done recording and you're on your own.